Hey, so I'm Cole from Savannah. Wanted to shoot you some information on 3903 Crane Street, which I'll start with the bad news first. I couldn't get in. There was actually somebody in the house when I got there and a couple other people waiting. So I did a couple laps around it. I'm going to send you kind of the community or the area, which may be all that it takes. But if you're still interested, then I can get back over there and do a video walkthrough of the home. But if you're in Michigan, I didn't know, I think you said Michigan. I'm not sure how familiar you are with Savannah, so I figured even just a little breakdown may help. So in this map right here, so this is River Street. This is downtown, midtown, and south side. This is mostly like commercial area. Out here is all the suburbs, which goes into like Pooler and Effingham County and Richmond Hill, so it's kind of like the country as you get out from Savannah. If you go east, then you hit the islands, which is like Wilmington Island, and then Tybee Island, which is our beach. So back in here in Midtown, which is where this house is, and this is what I wanted to kind of give you some insight on. River Street, the downtown area where everybody goes to visit, all of downtown, super expensive, super tight, super historic. And then as you come south, you're going to enter kind of, this area is kind of between downtown and midtown, and it's you got $1 million houses and flips, homes that are being renovated. So kind of pockets of good and bad. And then once you cross Victory Drive here, you get into Midtown. Now Midtown, the house we're looking at is right over here to the west. And then there's even a couple pockets over here to the east, which still need to be flipped. They weren't the best neighborhoods. They're older homes. They're rental properties. There's boarded up homes, but investors are going in there rapidly. So you'll have, these homes were $30,000, in 2018. Now the cheapest one's probably $150,000, but they're being flipped for $275, $350. And people are moving in there. But right beside that $300,000 or $400,000 house could be a boarded up house next to another boarded up house and rental, and maybe not the best environment. But you're a block or two away from Midtown, so this area right here from Victory Drive to Durin, in between Waters and Bull, the average is probably $600,000. They probably start around $350,000, $400,000 for the bottom, all the way up to 2, 3, 4 million at the top. Very, very desirable. They're all very custom homes, very different. Bunch of craftsmen, bunch of cottages. Everybody's coming to Savannah, wants to be there. There's no VRBO, no vacation rentals. You can do 30-day rentals like corporate, or you can do long-term lease. And investment here is amazing because properties are just going like crazy. But right to the left and the right, or west and east, are these little pockets. Like this area right here is on fire. Because right here is, these are all $1 million houses right here. And then right over Bull Street, you got this little community here. Great built homes. It's just been a rental community in a lower income area. And now it's flipping like crazy. Right up here is where we're looking at. I think Kane Street was right off like 56th. So like, oh, there it is right there, Crane. Whoops. Sorry about that. It's right in here, which it must be this guy. Yeah, there's Crane right there, 275. That's weird. It was, it was 319 and they withdrew it. Anyway, so you can see this little pocket is an investor area. Not necessarily where someone's going to want to rent. Not necessarily where somebody's going to want to live. But $275,000 within Savannah is cheap. And it's already somewhat of a flipped house. So 1930, but it looks like it's been renovated. Eventually it'll be worth a lot, but it's surrounded by properties that aren't. Not yet. But you're from literally from there to here, this house right here. I can pick any of them. Just give me one here. There you go. 650,000. 480. That's probably actually an old one. 740. You're just a couple blocks away from big money. So I kind of wanted to give you that. If you're looking for investment, that's a great spot. Can Park is a great spot. Over here, they call them the state streets. You know, all these right here, they're different states. This is another area that's being flipped really hard right now. So there's investment spots where you can find it. Not a lot of people are going to want to do vacation rental in these spots, though. But if I flip over here, I'm going to send you this whole thing. This is... oops. Hold on. There we go. This is Washington, which is heading through Wilmington Park, or not Wilmington Park, but through the Midtown Savannah area. This is, hey buddy, relax, I'll be up there in just a second. I mean, you can see these houses. Now this is Washington Avenue. This is one of the best roads there are through Ardsley. These are almost all $1 million houses on the right and left, but a block in either direction, you're hitting 700,000, 600,000, 500,000 as you go south. 350 is going to be the bottom of the barrel in Midtown. Now we're crossing Abercorn here, and as soon as we cross over Abercorn, I mean, look at this, these are mega mansions right here. Let me scoot up a little bit. All right, so now we're going west. We're leaving the Midtown area. Now we've hit Bull Street. This is the divide here. Kind of the sorry. This road is the difference from Midtown to now going into the investment property. Stark difference. Whether that's a rental or whether it's just dilapidated, whether it's boarded up. How long can this last? I don't think very much longer. Would I love to own all these properties? Heck yeah. Because they're, snatching them at these low prices and what they're going to become. But would I want to walk down the street at night? Would I want a vacation here? Also, no. So now we're about in our second block. We're about to take a left, and this is Crane Street right here. There's a multi-unit right there on the corner, which is probably not ideal. Just because there's going to be a bunch of people in a small area. And then you got flip. So you got that little blue house, what looks like a recent flip, the one right beside it. Looks like a recent flip, and the one behind it. And then that one on the corner right there is actually Crane. That guy right there. Pause it. This house. Fortunately, that truck is in its driveway, and these two cars are both people trying to get in there. There's not a lot of $250,000 houses in Savannah. The people that I saw looking at it were nice looking people, and it didn't look like it was an investment property. They looked like they wanted to move in. And that's what's happening. That's how these neighborhoods get better and better. But as of right now, I just don't know if it's the most... it's not a vacation rental spot. This is one community up. I just kind of wanted to show you. This neighborhood was selling for $120,000 just a few years ago. 130. People have went in there and started updating these homes, and now there's one of them that just hit $1 million in this neighborhood, which is ridiculous. But 500 is definitely the norm now in here. 500, 600. This is literally half a mile down the street. Now these homes have bigger yards. It's its own little community, so it's a little bit special for the area. It actually doesn't even face the grid of the normal east and west. But it just shows me that this was a neighborhood that wasn't doing much of anything, and it's already flipped. So I couldn't get in, so I figured I would come here and do a circle. This is coming back towards the house. So, oops, so this is kind of a commercial area here. This is going right back to the house on Crane. So on the right is a park and all the Ardsley stuff, the expensive stuff. On the left is mostly commercial. That's a real estate company right there. There's a motorcycle shop back there. There's a gas station up here. I should have turned down that other left. I ended up taking the same left I did the first time. So we've kind of already seen these roads. So I took the left right before Kane. So when we take a right here, we'll be heading to Kane. I just want to show you what was on the other side, which shows the promise. So on this side, you'll see we got a park. It's a good thing. That means these are going to be the hot houses in the future when this place flips. A nice park, nice basketball, and a nice little size grass area. And then these homes, see, these aren't like bulldoze homes. These just need to be updated. And those are great. These homes facing that park could be awesome. I don't know what they cost right now, but they're definitely going to be worth some money when all these things flip. And then there's Kane right there on the corner. And again, you can see there's people right out there in the driveway. They just would not leave. But I can get back through there. I just kind of wanted to make sure you were comfortable with this area because long-term investment spot, it's a great purchase. Long-term rental, it can be a great purchase. Vacation rental, no. SDVR, no. Moving in it yourself, hit or miss. That's up to you. Like I said, you're a block away from this being in the good neighborhood. It's just going to take a while for this area to finish flipping. Anyway, I hope this helps. This is the surround. There's a couple other good ones on the way out. Yeah, see, these aren't bad houses. Those are good looking, and they got a little space in between. A little bit. But are we 5 years or 10 years away from this place being worth big money? Yeah, probably. It's not right now. Anyway, if you're interested, just let me know, and I'll go back over there and film on the inside. Okie dokie. Talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye.